Hi, and welcome again to 52 Weeks of Change, or 52 Weeks of Contemplation, as I call it. And today we're sorry, I had a little sort of strange connection issue pop up on my screen. Today I want to talk about one of the tools we use to identify balance and maybe to make more balance in your life. No. So when we were toddlers, one of the first words we learned to use was no. No is a really powerful word. Toddlers use it everywhere, usually internet power. All right, so saying no is a toddler's way of taking control of things. But we're not toddlers, and what mostly happens is we have an idea of saying yes, sometimes to be polite, sometimes to make more opportunities happen, sometimes through a sense of obligation. As adults, we have a very different sense of the world than a toddler. But I actually believe that there's great power in the word no when used wisely. So this week, I want you to think about the power of no. So instead of just immediately popping out with a yes, where it kind of adds more things onto your plate that maybe aren't the things that speak to you and aren't the most important things in your world, maybe you want to practice even taking a breath before you say yes to consider the possibility of no. And it's no for the sake of something that matters to you. Not no to be difficult, not no to be mean, but sometimes we get asked to do things and we automatically say yes, but we already had promised that we'd spend more time with our children, or we would go for that bike ride and connect with nature. And when we say yes all the time and fill our lives up and all the little tiny cracks, we have no room sometimes for what matters. So no can be an extremely powerful thing to change that. Now, saying no takes some bravery, but I think it also takes just a little bit of thought. So before you say no, you might want to consider why. So what really matters to you in life? Last week we talked about balance being a real issue, about knowing what your values were and what lit you up and where you felt good in life, and trying to make more of that and a little less of the place where you feel irritated and out of sorts and it's just not what. So when you start to think about no, start to notice the places where you've been having the irritant and get curious. I don't like to give a spoiler alert here, but I'm going to tell you that I don't think the world will stop turning if you say no sometimes in your life. And remember, it's for the sake of something that's more important. Balance isn't about doing everything. Balance isn't about it all being a perfect 10. Balance is about having more in your life of what's important to you and less of what is not. So get curious this week. What really matters to you? What speaks to you? What is part of a life well lived in your daily life today? Not 5 years from now, not 10 years from now. And start this week seeing if there are little ways you can say no and opens up some space for more of the things that really matter to you. I like to keep these short, so I'm not going to stay any longer. If you've managed to see this live, hooray, welcome, lovely to see you here on my list. If not, this will be posted. You can check it out on the Facebook page. Please share it with friends. I think these are really important, useful little tips for life. If you like what you hear, remember you can always coach with me privately. So look me up at www.rebeccahass.ca, and I'd be happy to have a conversation with you and help you say more no and more yes to things you care about. So this might be the other tip, right? Is that next week when I go Facebook Live, I am going to talk about the power of yes. But this week, we're going to explore what it is to say no. So be brave, turn some things down, make some space in your life, and fill it with things that matter. Because this is your life. This is your kick at the can. Do what matters. All right, till next time. Bye for now.